Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and welcome back to the PMDG Boeing 737-800. Oh yes, I said it would happen. Back to more Ryanair ops. So today's flights in the PMDG 738 from here in Catania, Fontanarossa to Rome Fiumicino. Flight time today about an hour and 20ish minutes, not a very long one today. With all things of course included. So flying on IVAO today with PAC-X also running in the background. I would use GSX, but unfortunately it has decided that it no longer wants to work anymore. I don't know what has happened, it's just decided that, yeah, I don't know anymore, I really don't. So unfortunately no GSX today, goes to the default loading systems, but that's just, I don't know. Hopefully they sort themselves out at some point, GSX, but like I say, just for some reason, the menu doesn't pop up anymore. I'm running Kootle, that's in the background, that's sitting there doing its thing. It's just decided no one wants to do anything anymore, so nothing to do, unfortunately. Yeah, so flight time today, an hour and 20 minutes, jump in the cockpit, sit there, come up, and prepare ourselves for our departure today. Batteries come on, so on all lights set. Spent the time yesterday flying the 738 to make sure you had to fly it properly, basically, because when I flew it on the very least day, basically I was kind of like, yeah, you're flying in too slow, and that's why it felt really heavy and off when you make the approach in. So spent a bit of time just kind of getting to the throttle out of the 738, and which I knew basically what I was kind of doing. Next auto for the sake of air conditioning, and go through the aircraft setup. So, down to the FMS. Get the co-pilot side to do the ground services as always. We'll get to the pilot side to do all the aircraft setup. So currently at Catania, Lima, India, Charlie, Charlie. Been to the airport once before in real life, and that was a flight to well, it was actually flight in the Volanta Boeing 717. Fantastic aeroplane, 71. Fortunately, I got a chance to fly again in America. An aircraft I always said I want to fly it again. Quite fortunate of the Volanta and European legs, they have since retired them, so no, not really much of an option of that left. Right, press the fuel truck, which is going to require 6926 kilos of fuel. Next page. Passenger count today will be 136. And since you are at the remote stands of Catania, we will also be using the buses to bring the passengers into the aeroplane. So kind of several remote stands, and they use bus to get across. In my case, return flight with Alitalia, the then flag carrier, also use buses as well. So definitely something they do quite often over here. So bring stairs over, fuel trucks attaching, payload with cargo in this case. Requirement is 3.4, so 1,500 plus 200. 1,700 and 1,700. Requests. That will arrive. Return. Request the buses, I guess. Just attaching. Cool. What is this thing? Let's both on our route. So going to Lima, India, Romeo, Foxtrot today. Film can start. Flight number today, so our call sign is Ryanair 63 Golf Tango. Next page. Our routing is as follows, starting off with PCOD. PCOD, we fly the Tango 111 to Deerhead. Then it's Tango 92. That takes us to Sierra, is that Quebec? Barely see this flight plan. Oscar. Let's just spec my monitor there. Sierra Oscar Romeo Saw. Then it's Mike 736 to Tia. Zulu 803. To LAT, and that's our flight plan. So departing runway 06 on the PCOD 5 kilo, arriving runway 16 left on the LAT 3 Bravo. There is ATC at the moment, so we're all speaking to control on the way out. Let me drop the flight's tracking link in chat so you guys can also follow along with our flight progress today. Here you go. Livery, this one is a port for P3D. Delivery. Fortunately, I can't. Well, so originally this is livery from what's it called? From INI. INI Scene, INI Builds, for P3D's version of the NGX or the NXU in this case, and I'll report to MSFS. Unfortunately, because I don't own the usual file, I can't distribute it. It has to be done for personal use. But yeah, that's what we've got. Which I think is a little bit better than the Navy that comes in the add-on manager. Right, bus has now arrived, so let's start boarding our passengers. So start a flight on PACX, Catania to Rome, 4857, yes, 8,000 cruise. Now we're in 10 on the clock, so actually a little bit shorter than I expected. Departure in approximately 20... No, actually really behind. 17 minutes of departure. 738, 136 passengers, no for entertainment. Quite low boarding actually with 186. Custom related briefing and boarding music. Yes to snacks, no to meals. Custom not required. Add phone number. Does not continue. Passengers start boarding. Hopefully we'll get the boarding music. If not, you know why PACX doesn't like it. I think it's just because the audio file's too long. So I'll have to go for the plan B again, which is this.
Ryanair, low fares, made simple.
You can use the ground services on the yes, the HNX also has its own ground services, but that one, when PACX when GSX works, GSX, looking at you. One day. Yeah, hopefully that will be the better option. Right, start the cargo. Fueling is almost done. Passengers are boarding. That's all good. Right. So with ATC, hopefully we've also got ATIS we can listen to. ATIS frequency for Catania. Let's grab that now. 127.675. 127.675.
Transition level 85. Wind. Touchdown 020 degrees. 10 knots. Stop band 070 degrees. 12 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds. Scattered 4,000 feet. Temperature 30 degrees. Dew point 20 degrees. QNH 1010 head to Postcall. QS Echo 1009 head to Postcall. You have received edits information, Papa.
Right, information Papa's active.
Catania. Edits arrival and departure information.
Information 010.
At
That's all set.
1650. Type of approach.
Right. So let's contact the controller. Let's grab our stand number first of all. So charts need to get up and running. So taxi and parking spots, pin that. Over at stand 316. Taxi charts was set. And departure charts was a P cod 5 kilo. So if we can find the P cod charts. Let's P more. Oh, there you go. That's perfect. That's what we need. Cool. Right, so let's contact the tower and let's get our clearance. Good evening, Catania Tower. This is Ryanair 63 Golf Tango Stand 36 information. Papa requesting clearance to Rome Fiumicino.
Ryanair 63 Golf Tango. Good evening. You are ready to copy?
Ryanair 63 Golf Tango. We are ready to copy.
Ryanair 63 Golf Tango, you are clear to Rome Fiumicino via Pagod 5 kilo departure, initial 6,000 feet, squawk 6744.
Ryanair 63 Golf Tango is cleared to destination Rome Fiumicino. This will be via the Peacock 5k departure, initial climb 6,000 feet, squawking at 6744.
Ryanair 63 Golf Tango, reback is correct, report to push a start.
Cool, 6744. Goes off because again, for some reason it's default on the active position. That's the departure set. Init reference, grab our 048 from the paperwork. 55.87, 55.9. Reserve fuel on board, bit quick maths will be 1.9. Correction 2.9. Cost next is 12. Cruising altitude flight level 300. Finding our winds. Go down to wind information. Top line winds 300-238 at 24. So that's our aircraft now configured. M1 limits, we're using medium D rates for... It's quite a long runway at Catania, so probably... Tail lights on. We'll go for a medium D rate, medium climb performance. Takeoff, we use flaps 5 takeoff. Center gravity will set. Approach with 572 and a QRH V1135, rotate 136, and a V2 of 145. 527 for the trim. No humour, I will not be reviewing the Bradock. I never plan to touch the aeroplane. It's 145. Match number today. What you can also do is set up the IS approach from 08. So if you need to return back to Rome for back to Catania for whatever reason, we'll reference runway heading. That can be down here. So it's a frequency of 1099, 1099, with a course of 081. So what we do is base it up our departure runway or arrival runway for the airport. So if we need to make a return for one reason or another, everything's configured and we just return back to the airport. Cool. Flight directors on and on. Presume we've done with most of the loading now, so that's all loaded. Release, 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 release. Passengers are on, so you can release, retract, and release. This is the PMDG 737-800, Joe. The PMDG 737-800. That's ITA gone, so you can see there's an ITA on the ground as well, taxiing up to the runway. I'll give them credit for one thing, IVAO. The new model matching is pretty good for metal. Do quite like it a lot. Model quality really good, as is the controls being enabled finally. Right, all being released now. That's all good. So Navigraph active as we start the APU. See that's on. On. Go down for on.
We're ready to go when you are.
30,000 feet set.
Either 1112, clear for takeoff from Nigeria to wind 0 to 6 degrees to 0 knots. 08 knots, correct.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 4857 with service to Rome.
What's this?
Our flight time will be
Anti-skid is
roughly
in
1 hour
Is that?
and 10
Okay, I'll
minutes.
do that later.
Please note the cabin door is now closed.
Right, so our takeoff is now
We ask that you
fully
ensure that all
configured.
devices are in
We'll
airplane
greet the passengers,
mode,
and
your
then
larger devices are now
just
shut
going
down
from
and
there.
stowed. If you have not already,
Good
please
evening,
fasten
ladies and
your
gentlemen, with
seatbelt.
Ryanair
Verify
flights
it is low and tight across your
number
lap. The tray tables
8
must be
for
upright and locked.
correction 4857 from Catania to Rome Fiumicino. Hot time today is about an hour and 10 minutes, just enough to open the aircraft and hopefully airborne in the next 10 minutes or so. Quick update on the weather for you at our destination today. Rome currently reporting a temperature of around 28 degrees centigrade, with a few clouds in the area, but nothing too excessive at the moment. We'll get on the weather as we get closer to destination. Otherwise, we sit back, relax, and enjoy a flight with Ryanair today. Thank you very much. So after departure, over to 12800, so set up on standby, leave that on tower frequency, and we are almost ready to get going. We're in pre-flight, passengers have finished boarding. We're into the empty aircraft today, not too many flying, 136. APU generator set, APU bleed on, ground power test off, and ground power unit we can release. Make sure that we're on the parking brake. Still find this really tedious, but I guess it does the job. So hold the foot brake and parking brake set. We can now remove the chocks. They'll be stationary on the parking brake.
Idaho 1712, passing 2000 feet as we slowly complete.
GSS is broken, so you saw our pushback today, pushback. I've seen the new updates, new timetable actually looks pretty good. I'll try and stream at some point soon, James. I'm doing a job at Nimby with my free time. I think I should probably stream it more often. The problem with streaming Nimby though is I don't quite know I don't know how to kind of fill the time, if you know what I mean. It's a lot. It's more of like it's a very admin-y game, which I don't know. People enjoyed the first couple of streams, but for me, I don't quite know how to fill the time. If you know what I mean? So I'll think about it. I'll definitely think about it. This is IVAO flops. This is IVAO. It's a privilege, you know. It really is a privilege at the moment for a lot of people. Right. Lighting go up. Tiny bit of lighting. Okay, panel lights set. There we go. I absolutely adore the Ryanair border music. Some of the best in the business. Right, we are ready for push and start. Ryanair 63 Golf Tango 1036 is ready for push and start.
Ryanair 63 Golf Tango, push start approved. G right.
Push start approved to the right for Ryanair 63 Golf Tango. Thank you very much. Right, let's do it, shall we? So, let's push back tug. Tug is that going to connect to us?
Low fare, made simple.
Awkward position. No, it's going to do it. Cool. I'm going to struggle with getting something to the nose gear, but I'll let the ground crew do what he's doing and hopefully not damage our aeroplane in the process. As soon as it's connected, we'll get ourselves going. Sun slowly setting over Italy right now, so we'll get a pretty good pink sky on the way in. It's setting, well, it's setting night time for the touchdown in Rome today. Are you sure that's how you want to do it? Are you sure about that? Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, release parking brake. Hold on, toe brakes for that. And let us get going, I guess. Right, fuel pumps on. No tense fuel at. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Engine to start. Also, before I do that, leads off. So if I keep forgetting,
Ladies and gentlemen,
leads.
please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Welcome on board this Ryanair flight. May we have your attention
Engine
while we
N2.
point out some of the
It's around
safety
24.
features on this
Engine
Boeing
2, we can start.
800 aircraft. Please remove headphones during this demonstration. There are 8 emergency exits, each marked with a red exit sign. For
Cool. Let's push back.
one left and one right, and two at the rear of the cabin,
Good.
one left
Go to
and
that.
one right. There are 4 overwing exits.
Engine starts with should
Cabin,
reset in a second.
and 2 right. Please note the nearest exit to you, which may be behind you.
How do you slow the 738 down on VNAV now, Nav? If you're going in too fast, use speed brakes. And if you need to hold and reduce your rate of descent, that's also an option you've got as well. Right, engine 1 starts. Also, the startup time for 738 so much quicker than the A320. So much quicker. Right, pushback completed. Set parking brake. Target's next. We're good to go. The Neo and the Max have slower startup times than the. Oh, so yeah, you got dual engine start mode. That's definitely a case. But for a single engine, it takes longer on the 73 Max and the 320 Neo. Is on for the engine's CEO. Engine's continuous. Max on. Hydraulic pumps on. Probe heats on. Window heats on. Ram door, that's fine. Cool, so a quick flight control check, and then just get ourselves out of it. Elevator's okay. Aileron's okay. Pick the rudder both sides. Spoilers up. And spoilers down. Cool, happy with that. Drops down to 5, you go back to engine page, and let's rest our taxi intentions. Say though, very, very pretty the sunsets. Ryanair 63 Golf Tango is ready to taxi.
Ryanair 63 Golf Tango taxi to landing point Alpha via Alpha, runway 08.
Taxi to holding point Alpha via Alpha from runway 08, Ryanair 63 Golf Tango. Right, taxi lights on. Parking brakes, release. Is it limits? Come on! Holding toe brakes. There we go. What I'm going to do now is set eject takeoff brakes. And what I'm going to do is essentially move the throttle to full and reduce back to 40. On the half seconds at the engine at full throttle, the takeoff fig was incorrect. It did takeoff fig warning. No warning, means we are good to take off. Just going to go around the flash off and push back up in front of me. One special Italian because default is, well, the Ryanair I've got is Spanish, so it doesn't matter where in the world I'm flying, it will always be in Spanish. Let's watch that in a minute, so going good for time. Hopefully this safety won't be too long. Otherwise, very, very quick taxi for us today, which is always good to see. Ryanair 63 Golf Tango, holding runway 08, ready to depart.
Ryanair 63 Golf Tango, clear for takeoff, runway 08, wind 02, 9 degrees, 13 knots.
Clear takeoff, runway 08 for Ryanair 63 Golf Tango, thank you very much. And that's on to the flight sets. That should be on, sorry. We'll go to up position now for strobes. Cabin crew, please take your seats for departure. Cool, safe briefing, now finished.
Please note the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there is a reading light on the panel above you.
Throttles are 40. So we can do a nice takeoff run straight out the back of that. Everyone set departure.
We're ready for departure.
Thank you, cabin crew. Right. Enter the runway. Start the chrono. Throttles stable, engine stable. Let's get out of it, shall we? Airspeed live. 60 knots. 80 knots. V1 rotates. What's the right? Well, that's your job, sorry. Gear up. There we go, last remnants of the sunset over Italy. Sites of Mount Etna, just to our left hand side. So it's a lovely little town, Catania. Went here 2 years ago. Really enjoyed it. Apart from that, it's a nice route departure. So very short sleep, probably shown to the Zeus pilots. That's up 1. Autopilot's armed. There we have it. That's up. Reset the brakes. Gear. Locked. Your visit Catania via swim chance. Very nice. Very nice. It's a lovely place. Probably will return at some point. Sure enough, there's an AP off. Yeah, it's only if the off bleed, it's only AP switch. Oh well, it will shut down in 2 minutes. Alright, continue our climb out. The left hand turn very shortly, and that takes us pretty much on a straight northerly route all the way.
63 Golf Tango, you're passing 2000 feet to switch to Unicom frequency 122.800. Have a nice day.
Over to Unicom, 12.8 for Ryanair, 63 Golf Tango. Thanks for service, take care, and have a good evening. Bye bye. Alright, over to Unicom. I'll say, actually that's pretty good controller there. Now in Unicom, go straight up to cruising altitude of flights level 300. So no need to step our climb this time. We're now in 10 minutes on the clock. Hopefully, she makes a pretty good time as well on the arrival today. So back to the flight plan, sorry. Left hand turns up very shortly. Fly over the end of Sicily, sorry. Sicily's off coast of Cornwall. Fly across the coast into Italy itself, and then kind of loop ourselves into land. Let's come in on runway 16 left side. Yeah, but traffic at the moment. I think there's also ATC as well, so it's on some stops on the other end. Okay, no, it's Unicom at the moment, so fair enough for Unicom. But for the most part, should be a nice and straightforward flight this evening. Sunset's on the left, Italy on our right. Scenery should be absolutely superb. We'll actually turn the seatbelt signs off. Above 10,000 feet, kind of when the flight is stable. So passing only through 7 now. So everything seems to be set, sorry. Yeah, essentially when the aircraft's on a steady rate of climb, above 10,000 feet. Is 78 worth it? V1 channel? Yes, absolutely. PMDG 737-800, without a doubt, one of the nicest aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim flight at the moment. Absolutely adore this one. Highly, highly, highly recommended. Wing views, custom jack. Those ones I use. So the one that actually has the cabin move around. Again, not exactly running a cabin this. The one that has the proper move around. These ones are custom. There are built-in views as well, but the ones I've got at the moment are custom. So these ones I use. 10,000 feet and lights off, engines continuous off, and pretty much good to sit back and relax now for this flight. Is it worth it in the 700s? Well, yeah, the 737-800 is the most popular type of 737. It's also what Ryanair and Southwest Airlines predominantly use. Two big operators of the type. If you have the Phoenix, which is better, this or the Phoenix? Well, depends if you ride the A320 or 738, really. And both aircraft have their strengths and their own parts, some weaknesses as well, but for the most part, the Phoenix sim is the best A320 on MSFS, the PMDG 738 is the best 738 on MSFS. So, it ultimately comes down to which do you prefer, 737 or an A320. I of course have both, because I equally fly both. Hey, no question that's about 737. But it does ask about the weather radar on Flyby 320. No, so the weather radar, because that's a Microsoft Flight Sim system, is not yet functional. Now, unfortunately, the answer is no. Not yet. Unfortunately, you have to wait a bit longer for it. I believe they've got their terrain radar working, so the in-up sticker that used to be above it on the dash has now been scratched off. So the terrain radar now works, but yeah, the weather, unfortunately, does not. It's now reaching at Scott. His left-hand turn comes up. As soon as I'm at the left-hand turn, so it's a pretty much straight line flight apart from there. So seatbelt signs come off, and now the aircraft passengers run around the cabin. Probably also thinking about doing our approaching quite soon as well. Which plane do I like more, the 737-700 or the 800? So I've been on both aircrafts. I've been on one flight on the 738. I've been on 55 flights on the I've been on one flight on the 737-700. I've been on 55 flights on the 800s. That's because most sellers of the year fly the 800s, I mean Ryanair. The 700s, smaller, compact, and yeah. I mean, as a passenger, I like the 700s. As a flight simmer, I prefer the 800s. As a passenger, I prefer the 737-600. I've been on that in real life, the Tunis Air. Beautiful little aeroplane. Tiniest thing I've ever flown. Absolutely love it. Not too bad today, not too bad. How you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to the chat. How you doing today, dude? I don't know why, but sometimes your pilot doesn't work for you at all. Don't know if it's me or not, but cruise altitude doesn't cooperate. Have you set your VNAV now nav and your altitude requirements? And also check your flight plan, make sure the altitude corresponds with what you want to do. Some system styles have set fixed levels, and some flight plans have altitude restrictions, and that could be what's going into play there. So just make sure everything is set up correctly for your flight. I enjoy watching the sunset today on this flight. Absolutely beautiful outside. Finish your turn, so seatbelt signs can now come off. And passengers can now run around the cabin. So we've got a few screenshots of the Volanta, because of course I need to crop all my screenshots thanks to the fact I've got two monitors. It's the one negative of two monitor setup. And this is what you can properly do screenshots. Let's figure it out. Yeah, it's an absolute beautiful flight today, this evening. Use new window shades on the side for that sunset. I don't think the window shades actually work on this aeroplane, because again, the cockpit's not really there for you to visit. No, they don't work. Yeah, the cockpit's essentially just there as a thing you meant to see from external views, not necessarily from the cockpit. So some windows kind of like half down, like that one. The only Ryanair aircraft would see back entertainments. Yeah, again, the cabin you're not supposed to really visit. It's there for the external model, so you can actually kind of look into it. Not really designed for it. Do I have a size 6? The answer is yes, I do. Aviation Oscar. That's my size 6 right here. When I fly the A320, I use this. When I fly Airbus, I use this. When I fly Boeing, I use this. I use the Thrustmaster TCA Boeing yoke and the Thrustmaster Hotel Warthog stick. You have to get Microsoft Flights and Credit on Xbox. You want to purchase plane deliveries. The only problem is that when you try these Flights and Credits, not heard of Flights and Credits, I must admit, Julian. I mean, I don't buy myself off a Marketplace. If anything, actually, if you're an Xbox, you're a bit more limited. On PC, if you buy direct from the developer, buy direct from the developer. But I must admit, I don't know about Flights and Credits. When you fly to Helsinki, in real life, next flight to Helsinki is going to be on October the 21st or October 22nd. Well, actually, I'm flying into Tampere, spending about 5 days in Finland, and then actually no, tell a lie. Actually, I have two domestic flights into Helsinki. I've got a flight from Pori to Helsinki, and I also got flights from Savonlinna to Helsinki. So actually, yeah, I do fly to Helsinki twice. I get visits in October. It's a lovely airport, so it'll be good to head back there again. This is on IVAO, Neo. This is on IVAO. So this is the pilot client. And we're on Unicom, and there's a pinned comment which just shows you the map of where we are right now. I just realised the ITA in front of us also flying to Rome Fiumicino as well. They're on the same route. Big coincidence that. I can imagine it's probably quite popular routes in domestic Italy. So now leaving the Isle of Sicily. The coastline down below. Is running gonna be? Yeah, we'll try and make it smooth landing, Nicholas. Ha ha, Ryanair jokes, always get them. Hey, body aircraft yesterday, already loved it. Very good fly over Rev. Very, very good. Glad you're enjoying it. What do you reckon for beginners and non-players, IVAO or VATSIM? Ultimately, pick which one you prefer. I mean, I like IVAO because the relative simplicity of it, or the community side of things. VATSIM, I guess, is a bit more. I mean, the rule of thumb is VATSIM's more difficult, realistic than IVAO, but ultimately it goes down to kind of what your own preferences are. Pick the network that suits you, is what I say. I mean, when I finish streaming tonight, I'm just going to do some. Well, I'm actually going to do default Microsoft Flight Simulator with a couple of mates of mine because I thought I might as well join for a couple of legs out of Rome. Why not? Yes, if default Microsoft Flight Simulator is what you're looking for, then it's also an option you've got. Maybe you'll be able to spot us flying out of Rome later. Living in Arizona, never be able to catch you live. Frequently, should fly to US more. Well, Shadow, I'm flying to the US in real life soon. In about 3 weeks, actually about 2 weeks now. Flying from Frankfurt to New York on a Lufthansa 747. Spend a few days in New York. I've got a day trip to Boston planned. Going to fly out on the Embraer 195 or Embraer 190 from LaGuardia to Boston Logan. Spend a day in Boston, take train back. Going to make a day trip to Lexington, Kentucky. So I'm flying from LaGuardia to Charlotte with American Airlines. Charlotte to Lexington with American Eagle. Lexington, is it Blue Skies or Blue Water or Bluegrass? Blue something, Lexington. I think it's Bluegrass or Blue Skies. Lexington to Atlanta with Delta, and then Atlanta to New York JFK, also with Delta. Spend a day in New York, and then I go from Newark to Washington International, Washington National, not International, Washington National, Washington Reagan. That will be with United Express, and then Washington GLES back to Frankfurt on another 747-800. So yeah, quite a few trips in America, quite a few trips in New York when I go there next month. Is Ryanair still a very bad company? Never had a problem with them. I fly Ryanair probably about 20 times a year. Not once have I had a problem. Going to try and fly in the sim. I'll try to, Shadow. I hope I've got time for it, because again, it's only 2 747 flights. They're not going to be quick ones to record, that's for sure. Right, the presumption is it's going to be Unicom arrival today. So I'll approach as expected. So it's going to be runway 16 left, ILS, got a whiskey, an X-ray, a Yankee, or a Zulu. Loving to give us multiple choice. Right, ILS 16 left. X-ray is. This is where we're going to come in from. So 7.8, 10 miles out of wide. They're both. This is going pretty much different. Okay, right, we'll go for this one then. We'll go for the whiskey. 16 left. So runway 16 left, and that'll be on the Lat 3 Bravo. And transition for us today. And that's star. That's the Bravo. Transition is going to be Suvok. Let's keep that. And that should fit in quite nicely. So quick check the flight plan. So plan, zoom in. Let's go through flight plan quickly. Right, step, overfly the airport, loop back around, and then into land. That's perfect.
Please look in your seat back for a list of complimentary and premium drinks.
Cool.
Premium
So I'm
drinks
happy with
are
that.
available for a small charge. If you wish to make an additional purchase,
Top roll. Currently 300 today, so I drew a few fixes now. Grab the runway. Hello fixes, paste that. It's going to be a radius of 90 miles, 10 miles, and 4 miles. So that'll be our fixes. Top of drop. top of glide, and then top of well, final approach or final fully configured landing. And our forecast. Sorry about that. Right, forecast. Grab that on the wind information. Top of drop is 209 at 700s, 20,000 209 at 15, and then 10,000 285 at 6. So if I have 300s, 200, and 100. So 209 at 7. Two to 9 at 15, and 285 at 6. Due today temperature, that's going to be minus 38. Low entry. Okay, I'll leave that blank then. Right, execute that. As far as I'm concerned now, that's pretty much ready for the approach. We flaps 30 for landing, compression of 5 knots, so 108.10, 159. 108 to 10. 108 10. 159, 159. Perfect. Hey there, and how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. Can you say Schiphol again? Yes I can, Sam. It's Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. Do you fly a proper plane? What do you mean by proper plane, Julian? In real life or in sim, or define proper plane? I'm just checking time. Yeah, no, Oscar, because I read that message the first time and now you're just spamming. I wish you have a terrible birthday. Go to FMC equipment, page 16, turn off the window shades. Go to the left to the cockpit and use your mouse to open the map. Can you actually do that? Menu, FS actions. I'll do it on the ground, not in the air, it's not crazy. So it's PMDG setup, aircrafts, equipment, page 16. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're talking about no, sorry, yeah, not open windows. All about these things. Yeah, there's a little bucket on the side of the 737. I can hopefully try and click it out, please. There we go. And then slide it across. There we go. That's going to block out the sun rays. Yeah, it's a neat little feature that. Yeah, thanks for reminding me about it. Real life. I have flown. I've flown two different types of aircraft and a glider in real life. I've been on a Icarus C-42, a Flight Design CTSW, and I have also flown a Grob 103 Bravo, something like that. Do you reckon GSX? Hey, you know, it's been a while, man. How you doing? Do you reckon GSX? Again, it doesn't work for us at the moment. I don't know why. I'm running Kutal, it should be running, but for some reason today it's like, nope, don't want to work for you anymore, so... As much as I want to do it, it is a difficult one for me, because it's not something I can... Well, do I promote something that's broken? Not really, I want to. So if they got everything, if they sort out their bugs and problems, then yeah, absolutely GSX, worth picking up, but... The way it is right now, yeah, I'm not so keen on that, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not so keen on it. Yeah, cheers Keenan, much appreciated. Right, so at this point we're up at cruise. Let's go for our passengers, shall we? Let's see who's on board our flight. any names you know, give us a shout and we'll go through their stats. A mix of, well, pretty much just going to be for the Italian aircraft today, with passengers departing and arriving both domestically within Italy. 136 passengers on board today, so not particularly full. Quite an empty aeroplane for the most part. We've got a Nita pace and Idra pace on board today. Idra pace, sorry. Idria, say it correctly. Try again. Anita pace. Put it on somewhere now. Anita pace and Idria pace. Which should be like Parsi instead. That's like an S sound for a C. Idria Parsi. What else got on board today? Nobody worth shouting about. No, not I personally recognise. If you don't chat no song, gives us a shout out for the stats, but for me, I think it's pretty much a no today. No, not today. Yeah, 4 cabin crew in a relatively empty cabin today. Quite a few empty seats tossed about, especially towards the front. Absolutely no one there. Back here was quite full, so obviously these passengers pay for their seats because, of course, in the Ryanair aircraft, back of the airplane is cheapest. Front of the aeroplane, more expensive. Yeah, it's been a while, dude. Hope you're keeping alright. Glad to have you back. When you took off, you didn't say V1 at 120 knots, but you said it when you took off because V1's 120 knots. No, it wasn't, Malcolm. V1, I've still got it. Takeoff. Okay, it's reset. I'm trying to set it up again. There you go. There you go. So V1 was 185, rotate 137, V2 141. It's 120. On this occasion, set to 135 for V1. This is real time, real weather runners today. Yes, real time, real weather. If I direct to T right now, because there's a bit of shortcuts. I should get a used cockpit add-on. A used cockpit? Is that what? A texture pack that makes the cockpit look a bit more rough, is it? There for 20 minutes, landing in approximately 45. Yes, Julian, I am on Premium Deluxe Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is the Premium Deluxe version. Coast City on the right hand side, looking out towards Catanzaro. On my left, just the Tyrrhenian Sea. Over there, and eventually get to Sardinia, beyond that Palma, and beyond that Spain. And we re-enter Spain, re-enter Italy, sorry, itself. Just ahead of us, and that'll be over Napoli. Not too bad, Boost today. How are you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to the chats. Malcolm, can you try this game called Roblox? I joined Roblox back in 2009. I haven't played it in a couple of years now, but Roblox was the good old day. Aviation Oscar hasn't subbed. Aww, it's a shame, dude. I won't have to deal with your constant... where is it? Your constant spamming anymore. What a shame, dude. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. Nothing was lost. Nothing of worth was lost, sorry. Right, yeah, so, back to the flights. Progress is pretty good. Top of drop is now currently 55. Top of drop in approximately... doesn't say. Cool. We're landing at 42, so... yeah, about 40 minutes or scheduled landing. Should be a terrible year for he had a terrible birthday. That's a shame, dude. My year's pretty good so far, actually. Actually, a trip to America, it's about to get a whole lot better. My brother has an Oculus. What one has he got? He's got Oculus something. He has allowed me to borrow it if I plan to do that ground handling simulator at some point. But on the Oculus Quest 2, it's pretty good, especially for its its manoeuvrability, so that's you might have to look. You're reporting you for hateful speech. I'm just going to report you for spam, dude. It's not that much of the worst. Right. What's going with the 800 deliveries for NF that's still 2 have been deleted? Have they? Well, I guess it does. I presume it comes down to more the rights, kind of who created deliveries and where they came from. Yeah, it's been a bit of a funny chat today, I must admit, but hey ho, we're all here, we're all friendly, and we landing about 45 minutes. Are they spamming? Because they're a entitled 80-year-old who just had to tell me about his TCA birthday gift tomorrow about 100 times. What airline would you say is doing the worst financially? The worst airline financially would probably be... See, the obvious answer is I don't really know, because Norwegian, it was either Norwegian or Alitalia, but Alitalia are gone now. Norwegian basically got rid of all their non-profitable services. The least profitable airline at the moment... I'm trying to think, is it like a glaringly obvious flag carrier that only exists? KLM Air France. Sorry to say, but KLM Air France are probably the worst at the moment. Because they're just, well, they're both airlines that were operating relatively profitable independently, then they merged, and then it just became a case of... yeah, government funding throughout. Great airline. I fly. Well, I've flown both. Well, actually, I have flown both KLM Air France. Yeah, I've flown both airlines. Lovely little airline. No hate to them at all. But if your question is about worse financially, that's probably your answer at the moment, dude. Right, welcome to Napoli. That right there, that's Mount Vesuvius. So there's the mountain that erupts and destroyed Pompeii. That's Vesuvius right there. Welcome back, Chris, how you doing? Welcome back, Smuff, how you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to the chat. Hope I'm feeling all okay today. So good cruise, passengers are pretty relaxed, 96 minutes of satisfaction, 40 minutes expected arrival. So far so good. Is the Jet 2 call sign Lima Sierra? Yes it is, yes it is. And that goes back to the days of Channel Express, when they, well, before the rebrand. Norwegian in Italy, very good. Flight time today, 1 hour and 10 minutes. Yabali, 1 hour and 10 minutes. Climbed Vesuvius a few years ago. There's a tree in the middle of the crater now. Don't think it's on the sim though. My brother's been to Vesuvius. I've been to Napoli, mobbing up the mountain itself. I'd quite like to see it. Yeah, so the Jet2 call sign is Chanex, and the call sign and IATA number, IATA code Lima Sierra, go back to the days of when they were Channel Express. Chanex, Channel Express. That's just what they were known as pre-branding. Yeah, sorry flight earlier, have a good flight, Smart, I even replied to you. How are you doing, Spow? Welcome channel, welcome to the chat. How do you say, dude? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's on a set now, so probably get rid of the window visor, just move it to the side a bit more. You flew over Naples, is great. I've flown. Oh, there's an aircraft down there. Let's see who that is. That is going to be this aeroplane here. They've just departed out of Napoli. Flying to Athens. Aero Service 129er. Again, the new model matching on IVAO certainly helps us with the visibility. The oldest video was 2009. So I said I played Roblox in 2009. I didn't say I did videos on it. My Roblox account was created on May 28, 2009. I know that, so I'll just play it and have the creation date with it. I remember back before Builders Club and Robux were a thing. That's how long ago I played Robux, but I stopped in 2016, 2017 is kind of when I set it down. Had a couple of games that made front page. Pretty good development on Lua as well. Then I got a password guessed, lost about 110,000 Robux. Roblox support were like, nope, sorry, can't help you. So I decided, okay, not worth it, just call it a day and stop playing the game. I do go back every so often for a bit of nostalgia, like a couple of mini games I really enjoy, like Personal 299, but it's staying on my top game anymore, Roblox, not for a couple of years. Malcolm, you live near Northolt. Oh really? Interesting. I guess it depends if you're Rice side or Hayes side, I guess. Oh, Northolt side. Oh, the north side of the Northolt, I presume. Okay. Fair enough. Probably not too far for me then. Have I can say books October 23rd on Sunday, 30th for Aer Lingus. New craze Takeoff for the brand new. Yes! The new runway's open at thingy now. New runway opened at Dublin. I'm going to Dublin. Well, I don't know. I am booked to go to Dublin at the end of September, so yeah, no, maybe I'll get the chance to fly it as well. Yes, C-17's flying to Northolt fairly regularly, slightly more so since the Ukraine crisis started. Several biz jets. There's quite a few. Because if you know the right side of railway, Malcolm, I do volunteer on that railway on weekends. So I do know of the area. Takes a bit of a journey to get there, but it's a lovely little Lido. I like it a lot. How do you plan time to fly long flights? Just by flying, I guess. Pick a flight schedule on Volanta and go from there. Do I play Minecraft? Every so often. Probably should play a bit more. I've got a couple of mates who play quite regularly. Try and join their service or something. But yeah, I certainly have Minecraft. It is installed, and I do pop onto it every so often. I don't know why he's being so immature. If he's 15 years old, it's just really immature of him, because he's getting a TCO for his birthday tomorrow. That's his third account he's created to spam with. Do you have plans planned from Heathrow to Australia? I want to in real life, Julian. I'd love to do QF9, QF10, one or the other. Next year I'd love to go to Australia as well. Somewhere, yeah, it's on my bucket list, it really is. It's a case of who I'm going with, when I'm going, and how it can be planned. Alright, let's start preparing our approach now. So get up our auto unicom, configure everything for that. Runway 16 left on the that's 3 Bravo approach. Alright, is that 3 Bravo? Correction. No, it is that 3 Bravo, yes. Inbound from the south. That's fine. Right, check our charts for the intercepts of the glide path. And we've done at an altitude of 2,500 feet. For 100 sets. Speed passengers, updates on our flights. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, update on the flight plan. We are going to start our descent in approximately 5 minutes. Expected to land at Rome in approximately 30 minutes. An update on the weather for you right now. The forecast in Rome right now reports 26 degrees centigrade with clouds clearing up and weather improving all the time. We thank you for flying with Ryanair once again for every flight so far, and any more questions you can ask the cabin crew. Thank you very much. How long it takes to land new commercial aeroplanes? New aircraft are flying commercial aeroplanes. Not particularly long, because I fly them quite a lot and I mix between the airplanes fairly often. I mean, most aircraft have a pretty similar startup procedure anyway. You go through the panel, you go up, down, up, down, up, or down, up, down, up, down, depends on the aircraft. Similar buttons, and for the most part, pretty much the same through that. Not too difficult to get your hand over. Off passengers, this is PAC-X, King Dante, TFDR design PAC-X. Right, so we're now back over Italy again. So we've got left hand turn at T, continue along the coast, start our descent, make a loop, and bring ourselves into land at Fiumicino. So 9.5 hours landing now, should be there relatively soon. Yes, A350 coming out relatively soon as well. That's going to be a pretty good one. Also going to be a freeware, which is much appreciated. Opinion about new Titan supersonic feet and it's Concorde. So the Boom Supersonic, the can't remember the new name for it. I don't know. Definitely a concept, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Now, American Airlines are also placing an order in it as well. Yeah, time will tell. Dude, if you were born on that date, you're old. Oh, hang on. You're 1 year old. You're a 1 year old. Okay. Fair enough. Right. So, this is the big green circle. We set everything up for the top of drop. It's sending now in just a few moments, a few seconds even. Check progress. Yeah, that's fine. Cheers, Sylvester. I'm glad you learned a lot. Thank you very much for kind words. Shadow, thank you for the $20 there. Thank you very, very much. You're a superstar. Ah, and there's the lemon with all the hearts. Cheers, dude. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. You are a superstar. Very, very kind. Like I say, any donation like that, always go back to Simulator. New sceneries, new airports, new aircrafts. Best stuff for scenery, so I say thank you very, very much, dude. You are a superstar. What's the easiest comfortable model to fly in Flight Sim? Payware or freeware? For freewares, I guess if you want the easiest, probably just the default A320, I guess. It's not always supposed to be easy. If you want a bit of a challenge, so to go for the Flyby 32NX. If you want a decent payware, either Phoenix 320 or PMDG 737. May not necessarily be the easiest, but very, very comfortable to fly. King Dante, you take care, dude. Have a good night. You take care of yourself. Thank you for the content. Thank you for the donation, Shadow. You're an absolute superstar. So always appreciated. I'm glad you are enjoying the watch. You're here at work. Sylvester, you're at work. Work on work, dude. Focus on work, not stream. Now's not the time. Here at work, you're a medical secretary, you have no patience for now, so you're watching you taking notes what you do. Aww. Well, you've got some top of drop, dude, so if you're going to take notes, you better start taking them now. Alright, we're 10 miles from the top of drop, so we're going to announce on Unicom that we're going to start our descent using the auto Unicom feature. We're going to quick check of the IVAO webite. Just confirm there's no ATC at Rome at the moment. The answer is no. It's pretty quiet there at the moment. The Alitalia that we saw, the ITA that parted with us is, ooh, that's a problem for them. You're landing at Rome. You're landing at Rome. Your separation is approximately half a mile. They have sort themselves out. We're taking a slightly different approach path. We're going to go over the airport and around via the water. These two, that's like their own approach paths quite quickly because they're going to have a problem. There's zero separation there. Absolutely nothing. Is there any other 737 operating in Europe except Tunisair? Air Algérie operates into Europe as well. You've got Tunisair, which operates into France, and they also do some Italian flights as well. Air Algérie, I think just France with the 736. Right, so let's start our descent. Landing in a few minutes. In terms of TikTok, do I open this on stream or not? Let's see if I can try and figure out what this is. Oh, okay. Right, top of drop. Let's do this. So yeah, landing in approximately 25 minutes now. Hopefully a bit shorter than that. Top drop is, yes, it's calculated automatically with TIFF. So if you have your approach configuration sorted, so in this case it's the runway and the start, which is over here, the aircraft will calculate your routing, your distance, and the altitude you need to be at, plus the altitude restrictions at the start, to calculate the altitude you need to be at on different stages of the approach. So yes, top drop is done automatically for you. That's Rome right there. That's our destination city, and the airport is just towards the coast over there. Favourite airline and model. Favourite airline is either, well, it's either Ryanair or Jet2. Favourite model, either the 737 or the 747. Straightforward answer that. Yeah, Jet2 for Jessica Lynn, Ryanair for cheap flights, 737 for workhorse, 747 for a beauty. Microsoft Flight Simulator, I got this off of the Steam store, Daniel Anderson. This is off the Steam store. Tuesday got their first Century. Have they? Tuesday have a Century Max? Cool, good luck to them. I know that I know Tuesday are retiring the Century 6, so they had like a fleet of 7 of them, they've only got 2 left, of which only one of them is still actively flying. I didn't realise they have a MaxNet fleet. I'm surprised they'll transition to an Airbus fleet, weren't they? At least that's what I thought. Yep, British Airways ditched their 74, not most of the 74s, they retired the entire fleet, Julian. I was at Heathrow watching Takeoff in their very last flights out of Heathrow towards something in the Welsh coast. Yeah, I had a ticket to fly the British Airways 747. I was supposed to fly to New York in 2020. But COVID cancelled the trip and then proceeded to retire the entire fleet. That's why I'm going to New York via Frankfurt to fly the Lufthansa 747 instead. Have I played Dreamline in real life? No, I've not, Shadow. I have not. I'd like to, but an aircraft I've not yet had a chance to grace. The only widebody I've been on is an Airbus A350-900, and that was a Finnair flight from Helsinki Vantaa to London Heathrow. So it's 2.5 hours and an A350. Any tips to slow down the 738 on approach? Spoilers. Use the spoilers, Eddie. They're there to help you. The FMS will tell you when drag is required. All you got to do is just pop them down. Just have 2 320 neo aircrafts. Mike X-Ray, Mike Yankee. But you haven't had the Max. What's the oldest aircraft you've been on by manufacturing year? Oldest aircraft manufacturing year will probably be the 1943. Was it 1943? It's either 1943 or 1941. I can't remember the exact year. And that is the Havilland Dragon Rapide. This thing. Yeah, the Havilland Dragon Rapide. So it's either 1943 or 1941. I can't remember the exact year. No, this is I have to do this. The second oldest is a hang on, so let me look at the tail codes. This is GAIYR, Alpha India Yankee Romeo. 1943, there you go. That's quite a service life, I must say. Second oldest, pile of City Skybus. Second oldest aircraft we've been on will be Twin Otter. What's the tail code? I can try and find it. ISSG, this one. This was 1977. There's a vlog coming out in a couple of weeks for it, Spal. I did do some videos on that Dragon Rapide. That's this one I don't have a video for. I flew this one before I started the vlogging channel. But I like how my 2 oldest aircraft, the Havillands Twin Otters and the Havillands Dragon Rapides. Yeah, that's the oldest aircraft I've been on. And the second oldest aircraft I've been on, St Mary's Airport. Yeah, this is the second oldest aircraft I've been on, 1973. Sorry, 1977, ignore me. Old aeroplanes. Very old aeroplanes. Yeah, it was nice that aeroplane to fly the Rapide. It was a little bit bumpy, so as he didn't like its turbulence. But we flew a route over London, so we took off of RF Duxford's Air Museum, flew down to London, spent about half an hour doing circuits of London, and then back to Duxford. Thoughts on Liverpool beating Bournemouth 9-0. I mean, Liverpool 2 weeks ago, even Liverpool last week were one of the worst performing teams in the league. Bournemouth, what happened to you? It's quite something, that's quite something. You've been inside Trident 3, or have you flown the Trident 3, Rev? The one aircraft I wish I could fly and never get a chance to is the B-80-11. I'd love to fly one, but sadly they're all long gone. That's a bit overhead of Rome. Only a TriStar? And that's an awesome airplane to have flown. Another one I'd love. Oh, yeah, I'd love to have done that, but sadly, no more. I presume it's going to be an old Finnair aircraft they retired a couple of years ago, right? I've been inside it. Oh, if you're talking about aircraft I've been inside a B-80-11. I've been inside Concords. I've been inside several old aircrafts. Your order is a Monarch A330. Have you crashed plane Microsoft Flight Sim? I have, Julian. So rare occurrence, but I have crashed aeroplanes in Sim before. Most recently was a CRJ about maybe a year and a half ago, where I was on final operation after spoilers out, which caused the aircraft to stall. Not my greatest moment ever. It happens, Julian. At least in the flight sim, not real life. You can restart the sim and recover, basically. Let's get the local altimeter for Rome. Altimeter right now is 1011. Right, so continue on ascent. The airport should just be to our left hand side now. There it is, I think. Yeah, there you go. Just see the airport layout. Runways, taxiways. Yeah, that's we're landing in a couple of minutes. I'm gonna find the Nimrod so bad. Nimrod's another classic. What do you think Nantes will be today? If I can get between 150 and 210, I'll be happy. Between 150 and 210, I'll be happy. Yes, I have done Darkstar. I've done a stream of Darkstar and the what's it called? The Top Gun missions. Aircraft Carrier and Darkstar. A lot of fun actually. I don't normally do missions in Flight Sim, but I got told by people to try and do it and see how it goes. And yeah, it actually went pretty well. I think. Well, apart from the fact that I couldn't take off the airplane because I couldn't figure out how to release the parking brake. Apart from that, it went pretty well. Yeah, it's a nice little airplane. And not entirely fictional as well, because I know Lockheed Martin are developing an aircraft set to kind of fit that gap as well. So again, if you've got it's a free DLC Top Gun stuff, give it a go, have a bit of fun, learn the process of getting it onto Mach 10, and yeah, kind of go from there. Really, fly across the US in about 20 minutes. Fun fact, I've never seen Top Gun. Not seen the original, not seen the new one. I really should one day. I really, really should. Right, how are the two Rome approaches? Okay, right, so you did a extended approach. You just flew straight in, fair enough. That's the aircraft that flew with us, so we got lucky flying straight in. Seatbelt signs on, please.
Gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
I wonder if I've had more planes to version 1. I mean, that's what they're doing, Kolya, with the anniversary updates. That's literally what they're doing. They give you more airplanes they can download, all available marketplace for free for you to download. First MSFS flight was a flight from London Luton to Inverness. London Luton to Inverness, flying in the default A320neo. We tried to fly PMDG, plane starts banking to the right when it's turning on, and LNAV doesn't do its job, making you disconnect pilots and hand flights back on course. If you need to, head to FMS and set a direct-to course on your management computer. Make sure you're not putting any inputs into the yoke, because any pressure will disconnect autopilot. And make sure that your flight director is also active as well. We use a holidays.com livery for the Tenerife flight. Tenerife, probably... Well, in real life I flew Tenerife on the holidays livery, so for the holidays. I flew holidays livery on the 738 from Tenerife to Stansted, the 737-300 from Leeds Bradford to Paris Charles de Gaulle, and the .com livery from Manchester to Skiathos. Right. Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing, 10 minutes. Oh, you made 757, did you, Rev? You lucky, lucky person. I am going to fly 757. I'm flying that with Delta Airlines in America. I'm going to go to the return flight from Lexington via Atlanta. I fly from Atlanta to New York JFK in the Delta 757. I'm so excited for it. Also flying Delta 717. So excited for it. And also I'm flying a JetBlue Embraer 190 with seatback entertainment and internet for a 35-minute flight. America's a fun place for aviation, it really is. Commercially and domestically. Now this should stay off, that comes on, and also on the logo light now as well, it's pitch black outside, logo light's on. If you want to, New York to Buffalo and JetBlue 190, very nice. I don't know which aircraft I'm more excited to fly, the 747 or 757. Probably 74 to be fair. And like I said, when I go to Finland, I'm planning to fly the Karhu Aero. Can't do it now. Rovaniemi, Rove, Lapenranta. The Karhu Aero. Can't do it. That's an Embraer. No. It's an Embraer 120 Brasilia with Karhu. And then I'm also flying from Savonlinna to Helsinki with Aero Baltica service, something like that. Air Baltic service, something like that. And that's going to be in a Jetstream 31. Right, so we're almost on the flights. Got a right hand turn now coming up. And that puts us on straight line course, straight in from runway 16 left. Transavia Baltica, that's the one. Third time jet 275 and third time jet 330, very nice. Flying from Kuala Lumpur to Dubai next Wednesday, later in Changi for Singapore 359, very nice. Right, let's focus on the approach now, shall we? Right. Let's get ourselves all prepped. So, 250 knots already, which is pretty good. We hit circle, which comes up very shortly. Next we need to do our final approach checks. Of course, I'm Mallorca and Mallorca. They're islands, Spanish islands. Yeah, I actually booked a ticket to go to Palma de Mallorca, also in 2020, also cancelled with COVID. And real life long flight I've been on, London to Tenerife, 4.5 hours. Soon it'll be Frankfurt to New York, and that'll be about 9 hours, 8.5, 9 hours. Set to 2. Lighting on our side today, but as long as we've got the runway, that's all I really care about this time. Other than that, still acting well, still the purpose aircraft. It's the Ryanair 738. No complaints from me today, no complaints from me. It looks like it was Manchester to Tenerife was nearly 5 hours. Cool, very nice. Which airline, which aircraft? What, 738, 5 hours? Okay, your knees probably would have helped by the end of that. Let's get FlightControlReplay up and running, ready to start recording our replay. There's a Jet 2 321, but for some reason the wind's made the flight time longer. Well, yes, strong headwinds then, absolutely. How you doing, dude? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. How have you been? Just Jace. Flew this plane all day yesterday. Enjoyed to fly. Brilliant aircraft indeed. It really is. It really, really is. Cool. Now adjust itself for its final approach. There we go, flaps 5. Mission 738 is a limit 250 knots. Very, very handy. Taking me flight from Stansted to Dublin, -138, very nice. Welcome Bounty, how you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to the chats. How you doing today, dude? About to fly the United Nations Dash 7 to Poland. Very nice. So if you're enjoying a game of Minecraft in laptop, United Nations do flights in Dash 8 in Poland. What's your connection, dude? I'm intrigued. Livery G-Boy, I'm afraid, can't download it yourself. Well, you can download it. This is the P3D NGXU Ryanair livery I downloaded. I converted it from MSFS. Problem is, because I don't own the original files, I can't distribute it. So you have to make your own edits. Old school Monarch 330 to Orlando. That's a heck of a flight. Very nice. Connection transfers from UN staff to Ukraine. Okay, interesting. Well, do enjoy it, dudes. Well, kind of enjoy it to the extent that you can, of course. Exactly. You're not exactly there for a good reason, I imagine. Because I presume then, if you're going towards the Polish-Ukrainian border, you're probably flying into GeForce, which is also where I fly to in Poland, because my family live not too far from there. It's an airport I'm very familiar with, actually. Now you're half Polish, so am I. My mum out here says from old school. Right, so reduce down to 200 knots. ITA coming in behind us, but they're about 11,000 feet, so we've got plenty of time. Right, let's go through this landing, shall we? So, hopefully you got our... Yeah, it's all connected, that's fine. Now will make us put us on the right hand side towards the runway. We're going to reduce speeds now to 180 knots. At this point, short final, landing very soon. Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing. Localizer are active, approach mode set. As soon as you hit that top of the glide slope, aircraft will start ascent. That's down to 10. So max flaps for landing so far. Just confirm I'm in approach speed today is 142 knots on our set, plus 5, 147, flaps 30. Once we're established. Right, single channel on the glide slope, the auto localizer active, we're established. Oh, you found a register from Toolbar. Interesting. Yeah, it's like a bit of power than that. Down 160 knots. Reduce down to 147, our minimum approach speed. Get it down. That's 30. Our spoilers are on, before I forget. Packet's worth it, absolutely see your ass. I do adore this mod. Also throttle the arms. It's the add some markups, then set the now approaching the runway. Just the default seen on Fred Diego tonight, just the default 1000, stable approach. Misapproach altitude set. Autopilot deactivate my aeroplane. Very little movement required this time. Very little movement. Welcome to how you doing? It's a cool look. Below now. Good card checks. So get down 3 green slap sets, squad arms can secure. Landing clearance assumed. Quick land checks complete.
500. 400. 300. 200.
One's calm. Absolutely nothing being picked up by the aeroplane there.
100. 50. 30.
Idle throttle.
10.
Reverse is set. Knots, 80 knots, 60 knots reverses idle, hold the brakes, and vacate to the right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rome. Not bad that. 737,
Gentlemen,
spot
welcome
on.
to Rome. The local time is
Slow this
8:41
down.
p.m. and
Maps
it's
up.
currently about 26 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please
APU
remain
can
seated
start.
until the aircraft has come to a complete stop
And
and
lights
the
off,
seatbelt
tax let's
sign
stay
is turned
on,
off.
and
Remember to use
transponder
caution when
off.
opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again soon.
Not bad that. Not bad at all. I'll take it. I'm well aware of the Paro and Bhutan Flying Dragon. I've done 2 streams there in the past. I've already done 2 streams there. Then again, both in the 320, 737 might have been quite a bit of fun. How do you convert delivery to MSFS? Photoshop G-Boy, open up the template, edit the aircraft on there, and then stick it onto MSFS. Right, so I'm going to figure out which stand Ryanair park on at Rome Fiumicino. So let's go to Google Maps and hope that satellite imagery will show me something. Rome Fiumicino Airport. I'm sure I'm butchering the pronunciation of that as well, but hey ho. Right, definitely not there. There you go. Oh my gosh, is that a Ryanair with a jet bridge? Impos at that. Okay, we're using a jet bridge. I like how that's the biggest thing out of this flight. Oh my gosh, look at these, a jet bridge today. Well, taxi's not too bad, so now taxiing to virtually just the end of the runway. Make a right from Charlie to Delta, and then stands 507 or do something like that. No, really good flights. Whoa! Where did you come from? Living life on the fast lane there, dudes. Calm down. How far were you behind me on landing? Because there's no one in front of me. He must have been centimetres behind. Yeah. Centimetres behind. I think it was the Brussels arrival. Oh, I hope it was on Unicorn at the very least to keep an eye on that. He's gone. He's not even in sight anymore. Just disappeared. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, out of nowhere. And that's 320. Flimming ITO. Is that how they save their money? Is it shooting their way to the terminal at top speed? Do you ever take off again because you're spanking too fast? I've done a few go-rounds in the past, Julian. Not necessarily to speed. SARS needs you to altitude. Altitude is always a big one that I sometimes get every so often. Actually, quite recently, my last stream into Helsinki was a go-around because of the approach coming to the airport's too high. So now on the right is the runway 0725. Very dark outside. Lights are active, just don't do much. That's it. There you go. Yeah, they do minor. Shows the AP generators. Those are active. APB can come on. Don't forget, we have got a replay as well, so if you want to watch this landing from the passenger's perspective, just stick past the very end. So Charlie and Delta are merging now, just to form taxiway Delta. Continue on for a little bit until he gets to it's just the end of Delta at a junction, and then Everything merges on from there. No more throttle as well, just get speed up. Reset you. Products come off. Do you think we'll get an eco-friendly plane? Well, it really depends kind of best how well battery cells develop in the next couple of years for aviation. Now, do you know how to move the black and colours of the windscreen of the 738? Because I'm on view. What do you mean black looking covers? Oh, are you talking about the eyebrow window shields? They're there in real life. Depending on how the aircraft's been plugged, those are pretty standard, as far as I can tell. And yes, because we saw on Google Maps a Ryanair at gate to the jet bridge at Rome, I'm going to assume that's something that Ryanair do here, and therefore we shall be using jet bridge on the gates today. I know it's thing in Oslo Gardermoen where they use the jet bridge at stand there. Some airports include it as part of the package for airlines, so I'm just going to make the assumption that Ryanair did the same here, and therefore jet bridge will be in action today. Presumably our gate also has jet bridge as well. It's default scenery, so yeah, a little bit on the dark side I must admit. Yeah, to be fair, that's why I get confused as well in the chat. You're talking about GPUs, as in the ground power unit, or the graphics processing unit? About computers or aeroplanes? If I knew, I'd help you. Alright, so there must be a junction to the left any second now. That's the right onto Bravo, and the left onto Charlie Foxtrot. There it is. Any one of these stands should do us nicely. Not particularly long, I'd say, Julian. There are far longer taxis out there. So yeah, we'll go to stand 507. That's what I pointed out on the Volanta, so this makes sense to stick ourselves there. Also, I'm going to also try and attempt a Ryanair efficiency we do at some airports where they can just roll into stand with that engines running. Oh, why can't I turn? There we go. I mean, the sim just froze and never missed that turn. That's annoying. We can recover that. Might have to drop the efficiency. Also, it's really dark over here. Have you seen that yet? Where's the taxiway marker? Yeah, well, I'm supposed to turn off taxi lights at this point, but turning on landing lights I actually see something. Okay, assume there are none, so sense the open up a little bit. Start the engines, just roll into stands. Do. Parking brake set. Backs off. And seatbelt signs off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rome Fiumicino. Local time right now is approximately 10 minutes to 9 with local temperature at 21 degrees centigrade. We thank you for flying with Ryanair. We hope you enjoyed your flight with support today, and we hope to see you again in the very near future. Camera crew, disarm doors across check please, safe on the channels, and see you next time. Let's go down, that come off. And I presume GSX is still broken. The answer is yes, so default ground services is jet into position. Test lights off. Yeah, not every day see Ryanair over jet bridge, but at Rome, according to Google Maps, this is exactly what they do here. Also, again, not very good for lighting either. No PMDG Boeing, as I told you earlier, because I don't own the rights to delivery in Sindhu, I can't distribute it, so I can't give it to download, I'm afraid. The answer is no. If I could, I would, but I can't, so I shan't. Right, get the ground services in action now, so Copilot, so do that for us, please. Menu, FS actions, ground services, set the chocks into place and ground payment requested. Don't need a fuel truck just yet. Passengers are going to disembark. This will be done via the jet bridge, of all things. That will extend or set the rear stairs up as well, as they will use both doors regardless. Also going to need to deboard the cargo, so request. Let everything move to position, and then we'll go from there. Like I said, don't forget we have got a replay coming up, so if you wish to look at the replay in detail, feel free to do so. Look outside deplaning the aeroplane. So moving into the well, it's not the air stairs, set to jet, there we go. Just waiting for rear stairs to move to position. Cool. Right. So, passengers now deplaning, and baggage will slowly also be dropped as well. So one thing about default MSFS airports I'm not quite a big fan of, just how dark they will become. Lighting certainly ain't a simulator's friend at night. Right, so whilst it's doing a thing, let's go through the flight report. So menu, end flights, FR4857, 77800 from Catania to Rome, 1 hour 10 minute flight time, departure time 29 part 31, power of 39 right 41, so about a minute behind both legs, 136 passengers, satisfaction rate 3%, landing rate 242, and a block time 1 hour and 27 minutes. Overall, pretty positive for the passengers. I'll drop the flight reports in chat for anyone who wants to sit in more detail. Feel free to do so shortly. Away now. So this is our package report now in chat. No, Julian, always happy to talk, always happy to answer questions, always happy to chat, dude. As ever, thank you for your support. Right, so at this point, I presume, which now goes into the replays because I don't know, I think it's time for that. Right, so this is from IVAO. Thank you for the AT Catania, as well as the interesting traffic on your arrival there today. Did not supposed to be sideswiped by an ATA, that's for sure. We now shall end our flight on Volanta. Also ensure in the replay as well, probably an important thing to do. Let's finish up these last screenshots. Menu, focus actions, panel states, load, look for the short final. Cool. Right, approach, execute, panel, so dome lights, we'll try to find them. Oh yeah, learn about the flashlights. Left Alt L. You can set up flashlights. That was new to me. That goes on, that was up, that was down, that was off, that was off. That was on, that was on, that was on. Sure the lights and flaps are all in the same position. Nothing so hits the aeroplane. Make sure the doors are closed. Menu, FS doors, all closed. So let's let our replay, shall we? Take about 10 seconds to get going. Not too bad, Mohammed, today. How about you? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. I will do a 10% at some point. Ridgelock, waiting for the what's it called? Waiting for the EFB tablets to arrive. As soon as I've got that, then I shall do a replay. Do a tutorial for takeoff. Make sure everything's up as required. So that's all the way down to 4. That's back 1. On, off, on, off. On, up, down. That's fine. Cool. Let's come off. And do the right hand side landing first. I'll hide my face from the camera. There we go. Right, short final then. Not going to see much, to be fair. It's just pitch black outside. But wind's reported at 0. Wind's calm. Absolutely nothing got in the way of that lane today. Smooth as could be. There's a little bit of heat burn, I guess, on the lower right. Okay, not too bad, Mohammed. How are you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to the chats. Got us right at the end there for the replays. Welcome, Sorted Banana, how are you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to the chats. How do you say, dude? Here we go, over the runway, and in for the touchdown. Yeah, -245, not bad that. More than acceptable, more than acceptable. There's a little bit of adjustments for the centre line, but really not much to worry about. Right, I think from the left hand side now. Very dark, yes. I mean, that's Rome in the background, city centre. Most of in this area, it's just kind of fields and rural village, really. Overall, really, really good flights. Nothing really done wrong apart from maybe the AP on for takeoff. Apart from that, everything went pretty smooth there. Can't complain about that at all. Welcome Tyler, how you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to the chat. How do you say, dude? Final in. Here comes the runway. And touchdown. I'll come back now since that's most of the landing's done. So the same for the landing gear view. Just going to be a view of the we love the cricket sounds you can hear as well in the silence. You can hear that, right? Crickets. Just crickets. There we go, landing gear view. From what I saw in the cockpit, that was a perfect centre line. Not a single inch off that. Let's have a look at the external. Here's 737 today. Very good view on channel. Do enjoy it. Do enjoy it. Welcome back, Chris. Still not doing too bad. That was spot on. Spot on. Absolutely spot spot on the centre line there. You ain't going to see a better landing on this channel, that's for sure. A little bit of adjustment once you hit the brakes, that's a little bit of movement, but apart from that, nothing wrong with that landing whatsoever. Let's move over to drone cam, let's have a look at it from a different angle. Never see a better landing from Drawyah ever again. That was probably Pierre de Resistance. That was the best landing I'll ever do. Alright, landing from the front. Wind's calm, nothing to push against the aircraft. And we can fly straight in. Boom. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Is it butter 245? Definitely a better flight 001. Definitely a better. So there we have it. Flights from Catania to Rome Fiumicino in the PMDG Boeing 737-800 Ryanair colours. There your X in the background. Really enjoyed that flight. Really enjoyed it. No complaints from me. Absolutely loved every second of that. Yeah, so go to again tomorrow. Hopefully, if all goes to plan. Depends on what time my shift is, I guess. That's going to come out soon. But until then, hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Do subscribe if you already. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you soon for more sights in action. Flight 01, July 738. Absolutely adore it. Absolutely adore it. Take care. Have a good one, and I'll see you soon.